Hey, how's it going, guys? I hope your day is going well. And today the video we're touching on are some of the biggest challenges that I've actually faced within the last 3 years of outsourcing to the Philippines to virtual assistants. This next topic is a topic that I still 100% haven't been able to figure it out, to be honest. Like why this has happened in the past. You know, it doesn't happen to me anymore because of like the setup that I've done and how much I've invested into the Philippines, you know, with all the electronics and the offices and things like that. But real early on, I remember that I would hire, you know, VAs, and all of a sudden they would disappear. Like gone. Like they wouldn't even come to collect their pay. They wouldn't like message me, like nothing. And I remember that used to like frustrate the hell out of me because, you know, when you're looking for virtual assistants, the market is so competitive. And a lot of times when, especially for me, when I'm looking for a really good graphic designer or a really good web developer, a lot of times, you know, it takes so much time going through the resumes, reaching out to people, interviewing people, like going through this whole process. And finally you're like, yes, I found the person who I really, really want. And, you know, they work for a couple days or a week or, you know, a couple weeks, and then boom, they just disappear out of nowhere. And you just wonder, like, are they dead? Like, what the hell's happening, right? That used to happen like a lot at the beginning because I used to not mind where my virtual assistants were. I didn't care if they were in Cebu, Manila, Iloilo, you know, Davao. I didn't care where they were at as long as they worked for me. Nowadays, my setup's very different. I like having all of my virtual assistants in one central location working together as a collaborative team because I really believe that, you know, that there's energy in the room. I believe that there's accountability. I believe that there's a sense of team that's so important in a work environment. Free coffee, that's awesome. You know, I think that there's a lot of factors that when you bring a team together, you don't have people just disappearing out of thin air, right? So if you're a little newer, I hope that this doesn't happen to you. If it does, please don't be discouraged. You know, for the people who have disappeared, you know, I have offered to actually pay people for the work that they've put in, even if, like, you know, if they come back. But yeah, this is just know that this could happen, and don't freak out if it does. Okay, don't freak out if it does. I mean, there's plenty of information on this online, but hopefully you just get a good people just right from the get-go. You know what? Another thing that I didn't think of. Before you start giving away a lot of your sensitive information, you know, such as passwords, logins, you know, things like that, make sure that you're very tight on your security with all your stuff at first. You know, as of right now, my virtual assistants basically have passwords to like everything for me, and they can do like almost anything for me. At the beginning, though, you just want to be a lot more strict. I think this is like common sense, but sometimes we might trust too quickly, and it could really, really end up affecting you if, you know, they're working on a project or something, and all of a sudden, maybe they got mad at you and you just didn't know, and all of a sudden, all your projects are deleted, right? So we definitely don't want to run into that situation. But besides that, again, if people disappear, don't freak out. So many reasons why. I mean, cultural differences, maybe you said something, maybe they felt too much pressure, maybe the job just wasn't for them and they were too embarrassed to tell you, or maybe they felt embarrassed that they couldn't do the job that you expected of them. There's so many reasons, and just remember, like, our cultures are completely different. So if something doesn't make sense to you as an American or wherever you are, you know, it might be a little bit different for them in the Philippines. Okay, so with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next video.